This is part two of the sit-down lesson of the prophecy updates as of January the 2nd, 2025 on this Thursday afternoon. And this is a news article as of January 3rd, 2025 from RT.com, and it reads, South Korea military unit blocks police from arresting impeached President. Yurkin reports. A Seoul court has granted a warrant to detain Young Soo-yu on insurrection charges. Officers from the South Korean corruption investigation, officials from the high-ranking officials, the CIO attempts to execute an arrest warrant for an impeached President Yoon Soo-yu earlier Friday, but were blocked by military personnel serving under the Presidential Security Service, the PSS. According to the Yonhap news agency, the incident unfolded in Young's residence, where the military unit presumed to be from the 55th Security Brigade has allegedly been deployed to block the warrant against Young. Escalated tensions surrounding this unprecedented action against a sitting president, Yurkin wrote on Friday. Thousands of your supporters gathered near his home, contemplating the arrest attempt on Thursday. About 30 protesters were forcibly removed after breaking through a police barrier and clashing with police and the officials, as reported by Yogan. A Seoul court issued a arrest warrant on Young on Tuesday, charging him with masterminding of the December 3rd martial law declaration, orchestrating an insurrection, and abusing power. The CIO reveals the warrant after Young ignored the threesome to appear for questioning regarding these charges. We have begun executing a detention warrant for President Young, the CIO stated the press outside the president's residence early on Friday, and authorities attempt to arrest the impeached leader again. Young has vows to fight to the end to protect his country in a message to his supporters earlier this week. Young's lawyer claimed that if the police tried to carry out an arrest warrant on behalf of CIO and the PSS, would have the authority to arrest him for abuse of power and obstruction. According to Young, the impeached president legal team has filed for an injunction against the warrant, calling it illegal, a newspaper reported. Police warned that if the PSS or the Young supporters attempt to prevent the CIO officials from executing his arrest, they would face detention or obstruction charges. While Young has president immunity, it does not extend to charges for insurrections or treason. He declared martial law on December 3rd and sending troops to the South Korean preliminary. Videos from the night shows masked and armed soldiers facing off against lawmakers who opposed them with the fire extinguishers as the preliminary prepared to vote on a measure legal resist on President's order. It's the book of Luke 21. Matter of fact, second Edges 15 and verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings or their princes, and of course the actions stand in their power. Second Edges 15 and verse 15, for the sword and destruction draw off nigh, one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hands. And this is the book of Second Edges, chapter 9 and verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, uproars of people. And this is the book of St. Mark, chapter 3, and verse 24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, the kingdom cannot stand. St. Mark 3, verse 25. And if a house be divided against itself, the house cannot stand. St. Mark 3, verse 26. And if Satan rise up against himself, be divided, cannot stand, may have an end. It's the book of Luke 21 and verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and the moon and the stars. Upon the earth, disgrace of nations, for perplexing seas rich born. Just wanted to bring up those precepts. It says the Cybertruck explosion, suspected war, Ukraine, NEONIZY shirt. Matthews Lidberg was a veteran U.S. Special Forces operative. Right, because I believe what that happened yesterday over there in Las Vegas. I believe the Trump president, the president, what's that? The president's-elect Trump's Trump Tower Hotel. When you had this guy right here, Matthews Lidberg, because I believe they identified him. He was a former U.S. veteran. He was inside a Tesla outside the Trump Hotel, and it had exploded in flames. And the suspect had deleted himself as well too before he was inside the Tesla. It says a cyber truck explosion suspected served in Ukraine. Officials report. It says Biden considered attacking on Iran's nuclear sites. Reports. The EU state PM vows to retaliate over Cabby's gas sabotage. The New Orleans suspect pledged alliance to ISIS from CNN reports. Biden to blocks Trump's energy plan before exiting. Bloomberg reports. Musk call for a snap UK election and the attack on screening. Major U.S. non-NATO ally in Africa seeks direct flights with Moscow. It says the euro falls to a 2-year low against dollar. It says India and Pakistan exchange list of nuclear installations. Iran ready for talks on nuclear program if treated with respect. We'll see. We'll see how that's going to play out. It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 3 and verse 8. In a time to love, in a time of HATE, in a time of war, in a time of peace. It's the book of Amos, 8 and verse 11. Behold, the days come, said Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, no thirst of water, but the hearing of the words of Yahweh. Amos 8 and verse 12. They shall wander from sea to sea, from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro, try to seek the words of Yahweh, shall not find it. Amos 8 and verse 13. And that day shall fair virgin, young man, faithful thirst. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24 and verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Matthew 24 and verse 37. But as the days of Noah, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Matthew 24 verse 38. For as the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, given to marriage, until the day that Noah entered the ark. Matthew 24 verse 39. And knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Matthew 24 and verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must first come to pass, but there is not yet. Matthew 24 verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. It's the book of 2nd Esdras. 13 and verse 31. And one shall overtake the fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another. So, Prophet Isaiah, 19 and verse 1. The burden of Egypt, behold, Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud, shall come to Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall move in his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. Isaiah 19 verse 2. And I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian, and they shall fight one against his neighbor, and one against his brother, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, which is the book of Sirach 39 and verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, and that fury lay on sore crooks, in the time of destruction they pour out the peas of wrath for him that made it. And this is the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 1. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, was standing for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered. Everyone shall be found written in the book. And this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 21. It says, for there shall be great tribulation, such as never was since there was beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be. So with that, hopefully this sit-down lesson was edifying for part 1 and part 2 of the prophecy updates as of January the 2nd, 2024 on this Thursday night. So with that, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Akakadash, and the Heavenly Father. True name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Bahashem, in the name of Mashiach Yahushua. Those are their true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, Lashwan Kadash Lotan. I say, welcome to the elders, Wa'akim, Wa'akwaf. Until next time, I would say Shalom.